Well, now to a story out of Columbia County that is truly incredible. A Harlem man reported missing by his family, and a nurse whose instinct to turn her car around may have just saved his life.
I was there for their heartwarming reunion. Take a look.
I was thinking, I know it's gonna roll, but I just grabbed over the steering wheel.
That's all Larry Colson could do at that point. It was a dark Friday night. He was leaving a driveway off Harlem Grovetown Road when the headlights went out on his Jeep.
Too dark. I turned in there and it started sliding. I said, well, just slide if you want to, man. I'll put him forward, I'll come out of this ditch. When it stopped sliding, it rolled over.
For 11 hours, Larry laid there with the Jeep on top of him.
I kept trying to get the windows down, and I kept falling asleep.
Amy James was running a few minutes late for work that day. She's an ICU nurse at Eisenhower Medical Center.
I had my coffee yet, just trying to wake up, and I saw something, and it was on the other side of the road. Like, I'm going this way, it's on that way. And I looked and kind of kept going. It took a bit to register. Was that a tire? Was that a tire up in the air?
Amy's instinct was to turn around. See, Larry's family and police had passed by this area dozens of times throughout the night. But it was dark, and when Larry landed, he landed tucked away in this corner.
And I got closer, and I saw his legs hanging out the car. And it had rained that night a lot, to where I was pulling limbs out of my driveway to get out of my driveway. It was cold. And his white legs, I knew he was gone.
I wasn't planning on dying there.
And then he started moving. I heard glass move. And I said, hey, are you okay? And he said, yeah.
But all I could see was her shoes. I never did see her face.
But we were there when he finally did.
Oh, there's that glass.
Good to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you too. Gosh, you look good.
The two reuniting just a few days later.
Same spot.
Something he's able to do thanks to Amy listening to her gut and turning around.
I'm glad she did, because I was definitely tired of laying there.
Larry said the worst injury was a sore back. As for his Jeep, he's had it for 40 years, says he's going to fix it back up and get it back out on the road.
Well, good for him. We're so glad he's doing much better. And what a nurse. You would love to think that if she is ever available at the
That's
hospital,
who you want.
That's who you want, yes.